The fans are what makes him great. I'm talking about Brady Williams next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Welcome to another awkward mistletoe moment.
You stupid kids and your stupid traditions. Back in my day, if you got called under the mistletoe, we punched each other in the face as hard as we could, and we liked it. Well, that was way before everybody got all sissified and stuff. Why don't you just wrap your mistletoe up and smoke it like everything else? You stupid kids, you don't have any respect for anybody. Back in my day, we had to make our own air. Try going a whole week without breathing and see how you like it. Stupid kids playing your fancy games on your chalkboards with your erasers. Ugh.
This has been another awkward mistletoe moment.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black back in 1970. What didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a party book and MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
Only Chris Top.
Play the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you doing, world?
Sup.
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 So your last Christmas present just shipped.
Ooh, what is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, man.
I was a little worried because I wrote them the other day, and they said that it should be in a couple of days because it was on back order.
Uh-huh.
So they got it in, evidently, and now I have a confirmation email that it shipped with the tracking number and all that stuff. So you should get it well before Christmas.
I had dreams that some of your Christmas presents didn't show up, and,
Yeah?
it was horrifying in my dreams, but then they showed up, so,
Okay, so they all came in?
yes, they did.
I've even got your stocking done already. It's like all stuffed to the top.
I'm not, fully ready yet, so I'm going to do some shopping today.
And what are you going to get?
I'm not going to tell.
Why not?
I already know, for the most part, but,
What'd you get me?
not going to tell that either.
You don't ever tell me nothing.
Because it's Christmas. It's supposed to be a surprise. You can pretend, I was just playing. I don't know.
Now, are we going to open everything on Christmas morning, one present on Christmas Eve, or all of them on Christmas Eve? What are we going to do?
We should definitely open the vast majority of them on Christmas. I don't know if that means all of them or opening one on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or we could do our stockings on Christmas Eve
We could.
and then do the presents on Christmas morning.
There's so many
options.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wrap up Maggie, and then you can open her on Christmas Eve.
But I got her for Christmas last year. She was last year's Christmas.
But you love her, so you can get her again this year.
I'm obsessed with Maggie. I'm always I feel a little bit bad because I feel like Abby doesn't get the attention she wants because I'm always paying attention to Maggie.
That's okay. I give Abby a lot more attention
I know you do.
because she's nice to me.
Yeah, Maggie's not really that nice.
She doesn't scar me. Look at her. She wants to.
She's so mean.
She wants to hurt you.
I know, but she's cute and fluffy, and I love
She's
her.
way too fat to be jumping up in the windowsill like that.
I know.
and then jumping.
I saw her. I was like, she's fat, but she climbed up a tree.
She's going to have
the other day.
joint problems.
But she's cute. She squeaks.
We're going to have to get her those shots in her kneecaps when she gets older, so her knees don't hurt.
Aww.
We have to take her to the kitty chiropractor. She's going to have all kinds of high blood pressure, high cholesterol.
Because she eats so much.
Everything, yeah.
She's so
It's
fat.
that fried chicken and milkshakes.
She's not the fattest cat I've ever seen. Like, I went over to my friend's house and held her cat, and her cat was really fat. So it made Maggie feel like she was skinny.
She's not up there.
Yeah, and I thought that she was too fat to climb a tree, but she climbed a tree the other day.
She's just too fat to get down.
Well, she did. She got down eventually. She's just fat.
I don't think people want to hear about our overweight cat.
Yeah, they do.
She's actually medically obese.
No, she's not that bad.
Yeah.
She's fat.
But she's a cat. She doesn't know what we're saying, so we could be like, oh, Maggie, you're such a fatty, fatso. You're so obese. Look at you, you
And
pretty
she'll be
obese
like,
kitty. Yep. So she don't care.
No.
Yeah. But we love our cats. Mm-hmm. We just like to say mean things.
Yeah.
But Abby is my favorite.
I know Abby's your favorite.
I can't help it.
I know.
It's just how it's always going to be.
She's cute.
Got Brady Williams coming up on the show next. We got 3 tunes that we're going to play from Brady.
Ooh.
Dad's tune, Sacred Ground, and Remember Me. So you have that to look forward to, and you have Christmas to look forward to, and you have just me and Allie in general to look forward to.
Yeah.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Magnolia Emporium, located in historic South End in Charlotte's Gold District, right next to historic Wilmore neighborhood. Home decor.
Home decor.
Interior design.
Interior design.
Residential and hospitality open to the trade. 307 Lincoln Street in the dark gray building, right behind Unknown Brewery and Craft Growler Shop. Magnolia Emporium.
Listening to what a client wants, whether spoken or unspoken.
We want your space to reflect your success.
The Chris Top Program.
We know the website is really shitty, but the show is not quite as shitty.
Listen live on the ChrisTopProgram.com. Archived shows on Spreaker, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio.
Broadcasting worldwide to at least 3 people.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
We're back on the air now. Brady, fresh off of the highway, stuck in Atlanta traffic. Is it crazy there? I bet with Christmas coming up and just being in Atlanta, I bet it's nuts.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're putting these new highways in and stuff too. So it's just we're used to it down here. It's no big deal.
Oh, I can't take it. I mean, we live in Clarksville. It's just outside of Nashville, and
It's bad enough here.
yeah, it's bad enough. I mean, sometimes it'll take you. For
I
me,
actually like it when I come to Tennessee.
yeah. I mean, well, I'm
as
complaining
bad.
about taking 20 minutes to get from one side of town to the other, but I mean, it probably takes you a lot longer than that.
Yeah, usually. You're gonna have to excuse my dogs, okay?
It's okay. We're cat people, but we love other animal
dogs.
lovers too. So
I like all of them. I've had cats and dogs. So
now I was looking at part of your biography, and you're actually related to Hank Sr.
Yes, through my grandparents. One of my grandparents is first cousins with Hank Sr. Grew up with him, and that's where all that came from.
Well, that's
and
pretty
a
cool.
lot of the musical talent, I guess. Everybody in the family, they've got some kind of musical talent, whether it's singing or playing or something like that.
That's pretty lit.
So I bet when you guys have family reunions and Christmas parties and stuff like that, it's pretty entertaining.
Oh, there's always somebody playing or singing something. That's the truth. That's about the truth right there.
Yeah, and it's just the norm at your house. It's not like, oh, cool, Brady brought a guitar. Everybody brought one.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I grew up watching my uncles, and then I got into it, and it just stemmed from there. My grandpa played. I actually have one of his old Fender guitars.
Oh, that's
passed
cool.
down to me when he passed on.
That's really cool. And I listen to your music, and I can tell, man, when you sing it, I'm not sure if you wrote it or not. We haven't got that far yet, but I mean, I can tell you feel it.
Yeah, I write all my stuff. Some of it I've had help with some of the band members, and a lot of it though it's in my head, and I get a little idea. Some of them take 5 minutes to write. Some of them take 5 months to write. It's just
Yep.
And it's so funny the ones you put your heart and soul in, and you want to give to the public. They're like, yeah, that's good. And then you write one in 5 minutes, and they go crazy over that. We're recording this new one called Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. And I wrote it in 5 minutes at work, at my day job. And it's crazy. Everybody's going nuts over it. They're like, when's it going to be out? When's it going to be out? People when I play up in Nashville, people request it because they've already heard it. And they go, play that shoulda, woulda, coulda song. So,
Just give yourself a 5-minute limit for every song that you write, and you're good to go.
Do what? I'm sorry.
Just give yourself a 5-minute limit for every song that you write.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's the new rule, right? Yeah, I'm talking about songwriting. I took a songwriting course, and, you go in there, you've been doing it all these years, you think, I know what I'm doing. I tell you what, I walked out of that thing feeling like a 12-year-old, going, what have I been doing all this time? Which actually, it really helped me a lot understand a lot of it. And after about a week of actually applying some of the rules, I was like, okay, I was already doing 2 things out of the 100 he told me, so I'm not that bad off.
That's good, though. Even if you've been in the music business for 30 years, you can always learn something new.
Every day. I say that at my day job, too. I can learn something every day. That's a good way to look at life and anything,
Yeah. And
never think you can't learn anything.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to make mistakes either. Screw up as much as you want to. Just learn from it.
If you ain't screwed up, you ain't trying.
That's right.
True that.
I like Brady. I just want
too.
to hang out with Brady now.
He's got a nice personality. It's
chill with him and his dogs.
He's got a colorful personality. He needs a TV show on him.
I know. He does. I'm just going to let Brady do the show, and I'm just going to be quiet.
There we go.
I try to have fun in anything I do. I guess with sometimes age comes wisdom, not always, but one thing I do know is you got to enjoy every moment, whether you're playing music or working a day job, or just listening to somebody else that you admire in music.
Absolutely.
I love life, and I love living it. And I love people like you that help people like us. And, if it wasn't for people like you, people like us wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm really kind of greedy when I do this because the only reason I do this is because people like you inspire me. And it's nice. It's nice to have that dose of inspiration when I do these shows, and then if I'm ever feeling down or like I can't do anything, I just go back and listen to any number of shows, and I feel just good again.
I mean, think about when we were young. The DJ was the guy we loved,
Dude, they had some power.
All those people that we love in music. He said, listen to this guy. He's got it,
And people actually listened. You couldn't just pull them off the internet. You had to listen to the radio.
Yeah, exactly. And that way, you know what? But that's another thing, though.
It's different times.
The new age helps people like me too, and people like you that we can do this thing without being held back by 2 or 3 industries.
Absolutely.
We can. I've got my stuff on iTunes. I've got that song "Remember Me" on iTunes right now. I put out a video for it. It's going crazy right now. It's nuts. And, before, we would have had to go through all these channels and get all this approval. And now we've just got all this freedom to where you've got everything but the $1 million. So, hey,
that's right. That's right.
You got to think,
I've got everything else, just not the $1 million.
You got to think, though. I mean, it's weird for your generation and everything, but for my generation, the millennials, it's normal. But then once we grow up a little bit, new things are going to come around, and it's going to be weird for us, and we're going to be like, I remember back in the day we had YouTube and iTunes, and now we have all this newfangled crap.
One of my first bands in high school, I was a keyboard player, And we played stuff like, all the way from Hank Jr. to Loverboy, So it was all kind of different keyboard parts I was having to play. And, I had two keyboards MIDI'd together. And, if you had MIDI back then, you were all that. So, I thought I was something. And I always said, it'd be cool if I had a MIDI plug in my brain. I could just plug into this recorder and this keyboard, That's coming one day, I'm sure.
Probably.
I don't know if I'd want it. But
I just need a built-in microphone. That way I can just walk around everywhere and just talk and broadcast.
Somebody...
Hey, how you doing?
Somebody said this to me yesterday. They were like, we need to have a phone, but in your brain. I'm going to invent it and call it the headphone.
Oh, wow.
There's a comedian. I can't remember who was doing that. He was doing that. It was such a funny skit. He was doing the hey, no, I don't want to talk to you. No. I don't want to. Oh, I know. It was on Seinfeld. Yeah. That's what it was, a Seinfeld bit on one of their shows one time. He was going, tell him I'm not here, like he was talking to him. It was Kramer. That's who he was doing. Anyway.
Now, we've got 3 songs. I want to make sure we get to them all before we run out of time because we'll get to yakking. And then we won't play anything, and then we'll have to go, and it'll suck. So let's start with Dad's Tune. Now, what's this one about?
A buddy of mine, he had to raise his daughter on his own. And, as she got older, he realized, she's going away from me, Brady, and I don't know if I can take this, Mm-hmm. And I just kind of got inspired by it. And it's kind of more of a heavier southern rock type. I kind of stay within the country and southern rock area, sort of. Of course, now what we call southern rock is called country. So
yeah,
but
true.
It's a little on the heavy side, but I wouldn't say metal type. But it's a heavier country rock song, I guess, or southern rock. But it's basically the guys. It's written from the dad's point of view, and he's looking like he goes in looking in his daughter's room and. She's been out working all night. She comes in, and, he's realizing she's getting older and she's going to go out on his own. And he's just kind of going, I want her to know that I'm going to be here for her and I'm going to always, be around. She needs me, that kind of thing. But it's kind of along those lines. And it was more of, I guess the song turned out a little different than I had thought. It's kind of one of those things you go in the studio and you're like, okay, what's this going to be? And then you just kind of let it happen.
Right.
And then some songs you have how you want them in your head already and already. But this one it amazed me. The music part of it really grabs me more than the words or the storyline. But, I mean, you'll get it. There's also a video on my YouTube channel, Brady Williams, that goes along with it. It's got a lot of dads and daughters, and they're hugging and kissing, and all the way from little babies all the way up to, their daughter getting married and them giving them away and stuff like that. I've had a lot of girls tell me, it made them cry and think of their dad and all this, and they love it, and everything. So it's a really decent video. It's a lot of picture videos, none of my ugly face in it, but it's a good little video. I just kind of throw together real quick, but.
It sounds relatable.
I'll let you go ahead and play it. I'll shut up.
It's relatable. I mean, there, as a parent. It's nice to know that somebody else is going through that kind of stuff as well. So
very relatable. Yes. Very relatable.
Dad's Tune, Brady Williams on the Chris Top program.
And I walk across the floor, stand there in the doorway like 1,000 times before. I look into her room and the bed is nice and neat. I hear her come through the doorway by the shuffle of her feet, and I know she gonna make it. I'm here, if she can take it, she's daddy's baby. Flames come down, but tomorrow I know somehow I gotta make the most. I'll only be here to make us smile. thinking about the ballrooms? Is she thinking about the men? Is she thinking about her mama? Well, the bed she's resting in, and I know she'll make it. Still got here, she can take it. She's daddy's baby. Please come now, but tomorrow knows somehow I gotta make the move. I love you, be here to make me smile. Please come now, but tomorrow knows somehow I gotta make the move. I love you, be here to make me smile. Oh, baby girl. Please come now, but tomorrow knows somehow I gotta make the move. I love you, be here to make me smile. Oh, my baby girl, please. Oh, baby girl, come on now, make me smile, smile, yeah, please. Come now, but tomorrow, my baby girl is gonna make me smile, make me smile, make me smile. Come on, baby, come on, baby, gotta make me smile, yeah. Please come now, but tomorrow I know somehow gotta make the move. Gotta make the move. I love you, be here to make me smile, yeah.
Dad's Tune, Brady Williams on the Chris Top program. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
can join us on the ChrisTopProgram.com if you have any questions, comments. You can leave those in the chat. And if you don't know what that is, that means you're listening to an archive show on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spreaker, 30 other places. And we appreciate each and every one of you, no matter how you listen, for sure. What did you think about that? It had a really... Like it leaned, I feel like more toward rock than it does country.
Yeah, I agree with you. I liked it though.
And it kind of put me sort of in the mindset of even like somebody like Def Leppard or something like that, you know, which I think is cool. But I mean, with a country twist in there,
Yeah, definitely.
for sure. But I love the sound though, Brady.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a little heavier than what I normally do, but it was just like I said, it was one of those things we just kind of went in the studio and let it kind of happen. And we're like, okay, we'll stop here. And I really didn't plan to release it, but it was just like one of those things. So many people liked it. I was like, okay, let's throw it out there and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. I mean, I guess some of the coolest things happen that we aren't really expecting sometimes.
Right.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so now if I want to stalk you, Brady, where do I find you online?
Brady Williams Music on Facebook, BradyWilliamsMusic.com, Brady Williams on YouTube, Real Brady Williams, or The Real Brady Williams on Twitter, and Real Brady Williams on Instagram.
He's
How
consistent.
does he
I think I
remember
got them
all
all.
that stuff? I see. With me, I'm just like, just search the Chris Top program. You'll see it.
You'll find it
You'll find
somewhere.
it. You'll find it in
Yeah.
there somewhere.
There you go.
Now,
the only other Brady Williams is this polygamous guy, and that's not me.
don't get
One
them
woman
confused.
is enough, thank you.
So when I buy your music, where's the best place to get it, Brady?
You can get it on iTunes, Google Play, it's on Rhapsody. A lot of those stations that a lot of people got apps for, it's on there. There's a single out right now called Remember Me. You can get that for the whole bit of 99 cents. That's another thing I like is, we used to buy the 45s. Whoo, yeah, way back.
Mm-hmm.
Those are called records. I know you know what those are.
What was your first? Hey, Brady, what was your first 45?
Oh, wow. Really?
Give me a roundabout. Like, what was your first, one that you remember?
You know what? It was. It was. Let me think about this now. I believe it was. It was like, I want to say Juice Newton or something like that. I know that's kind of crazy, but
No, I remember I got a record player one Christmas. I don't remember how old I was. I was in the into the Lone Ranger, and I got like the holster and the mask and all that stuff, and I got a record player, and I got Kenny Rogers, The Gambler, Coward of the County, and
I
You got
still
Beach
have
Boys
a lot
too,
of his
didn't you?
albums.
Yep, and I got the Beach
Still have a lot
Boys.
of his albums.
I got the Beach Boys too, and my mom didn't know
yeah.
I had this one, but I had Chuck Berry's My Ding-a-Ling.
You know what? I've got that one.
My ding-a-ling.
Yeah, once I was swimming across Turtle Creek, man, those snappers all around my feet.
Yes.
Sure was hard swimming
got
across
the-
that
yeah,
thing
the
with
live-
both hands holding my ding-a-ling.
Oh,
on.
my goodness. How did your mom
Oh,
not
you've never-
know you
she's
had
never
it
heard
when
that
you
one?
listened to it?
You've never heard that one?
No.
She's got to hear that. She's got to hear it. You gotta
Yeah, we'll have
it
to
for
play
her.
that
We're gonna get off the
sometime.
air.
It's Chuck Berry.
My
No, the Gong
ding-a-ling.
Show.
Maybe
Not
Brady
the
will.
other Chuck Berry. No.
Maybe Brady will sing it live for us sometime.
No.
Here we go. And that was shut down.
I was talking about Polygamous Berry, not you.
Oh,
Or Brady.
there you go.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to Sacred Ground. But before we play that, I want to ask you, Brady, the question, if you could have any superhero power, what would it be?
Always wanted to fly.
Oh, God, no.
He picked fly, and he's in trouble.
Oh, I hate it. You have got to think of something else to do because I'm sick of hearing people say fly. And I will pick on anyone,
Okay,
though.
I'll tell you what my first thing was.
Okay.
Fly.
To infuse people with true love. Okay, I just didn't
See,
want to
that's
say it.
very
See,
nice.
that's the real, that's the real deal. Nobody really wants to fly. They just say it because
He went against his gut instinct and said flying.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
That was
sad.
the first thing I
Always
thought
go
of.
with your gut. Your gut is always right.
Now, is there a Miss Brady in your life, or are you a single Pringle?
Yes, there is. There's a Miss Brady, and she puts up with me so much. And, all the time I'm gone, and, she's here waiting at the house, and she's a homebody, She used to go all the time and be there, sitting out in the audience or behind the stage, and, she was there for so long, and now she's like, I've heard all these songs a million times. I love them. She tells people I'm her personal jukebox and that kind of thing. She loves it, but she stays home a lot now. But yeah, she puts up with me, and she deals with me, and she loves me so much, and I love her so much. And it's so wonderful to have somebody like that in your life, especially when you're a musician. Believe me.
Absolutely. She has a lot to put up with, and I don't say that in a mean way, but when you're a musician, it's got to be difficult.
Tell me, hey, but I do cook.
Oh,
I am the cook. So
that's a
when I'm
bonus
gone,
then.
She misses the cooking. So.
Yeah, so you'll have to invite us over for dinner sometime, since you're a cook.
Oh yeah,
He's always inviting himself
I
over.
do Southern cooking all the way up to New York cooking. So
Oh, nice. Now, you said you really love her and she really loves you. You didn't use your superhero power on her, did you? It's legit, right?
Oh, it's legit.
Okay,
Definitely.
good.
Legit is good.
Okay, let's talk about Sacred Ground. What's this one about?
It's about just what we were talking about. That one person in your life that no matter where you go in the world, when you get back together with them, that's your sacred ground. You and her, and that's the person you want to be with, and you feel that safeness and that love when you're around them. And I kind of wrote it about me and her and what we were going through at the time, and I knew, and she knew when I got back home that, that was our sacred ground, us being together. And that's what it's about. I'll tell you what people say. People say if Matchbox 20 went country, this would be one of their songs.
That's great. All right. Sacred Ground. You're listening to Brady Williams on the Chris Top program. Sacred Ground, Brady Williams on the Chris Top Shoe.
The Chris Top Shoe.
That drives me insane. Like, people will talk about it and they'll say the Chris Top Show.
Or even worse, the Christ Top
I know,
Show.
we get that too. I don't know how they get that out of there.
Oh, hello, Christ Top.
Yeah, I'm cool, but I'm not that cool. Right?
Right.
I'm really not cool at all.
Well, you're cooler than me.
Oh, that's not...
You're a lot cooler than me.
Yeah. But, I mean, you are your own person.
I'm a geek and a dork.
You embrace your awkwardness.
That's right.
And that's what we have to do sometimes.
There's nothing we can do to change ourselves, so we might as well embrace it.
That's very true. I love the feeling in Brady's music above, I think, anything else. Because I can tell, lyric by lyric, when he sings it, he's either experienced it or he's a really good faker. One or the other.
One or the other. For some reason, it makes me want to get a motorcycle and just ride to that music.
Yeah, just rev that Harley up.
And just ride to that music. It's got that feel to it.
Yeah. You want to jump on your ride and on your G ride?
Yeah.
Would you call a Harley a G ride?
What is a G ride? Is
I don't know.
A
Call it a
gangsta
Hardly.
mobile?
It's hardly a G ride.
Hardly.
So, Brady, if you had 5 minutes to sit down and have a cup of coffee with somebody living, somebody dead, does not matter, anyone throughout history, who would it be?
You know, I have to split it between two people.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to, I don't know, it's going to go both ways. Okay. For the first half, it'd have to be, Jesus. And the second half, it'd have to be Adolf Hitler before he went insane.
That's two extremes, Brady.
Nobody has ever said Adolf Hitler. This is
I'm a musician, so,
Okay, now I'm not even going to ask you about Jesus because I get it. But
I want to understand the Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler. So why would you spend 2.5 minutes with Hitler?
Before he went insane, I guess I would try to pick his brain to see where he was, to see what made him do such a horrific act.
Right.
What drove him there. I know some of the things they think, but, you hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. So would you think you would try to take that 5 minutes? I mean, I don't think you could take that time to talk him out of it.
Yeah, that's one thing I would definitely try to do, of course. Who wouldn't,
Right.
Who wouldn't? What sane person wouldn't?
Maybe just meet him at the Grand Canyon and just trip him.
There you go. It's time travel, right?
Just be done with it all.
I had a dream about Hitler one time.
People, he was an evil guy, but I wish I had his speaking ability. Because he was probably one of the greatest speakers that we've ever seen.
He got the crowds, riled up.
He got them revved up. I mean, it was totally evil and wrong, but he got them revved up, for sure. So I don't know. I mean, if you have to pick out something good to say about anybody, I guess that would be his.
Mm-hmm. I had a dream about him one time where he was fat and he was walking along the road.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm so done with life." And somebody came up to him and they were like, "Good."
Okay. That's
wow, what a dream.
Oh, the stuff you hear on the show. I don't even know.
I hope that didn't turn you off too much. I'm trying to be honest as I can.
Hey,
no, that's good. I'm glad you're being honest. I mean, it's interesting to hear people's plays on different things and questions. And I'm so glad you didn't say flying with the superhero power. That's the main thing.
I'm more concerned about the flying thing than the Hitler thing. Hitler, that's all good, but flying.
Well, at least I told you what I really meant. So
right.
You squeezed it out of me. So.
So Brady, what are you first? Are you a songwriter first, or are you a musician first?
I would say I'm a songwriter first. The musicianship was there, I guess, from just the family thing and the genetic thing. The songwriting just it was a release from my young life as a child. My mother moved 32 times before I was 18. So,
wow.
According to a therapist I talked to a few years ago, I should be a serial killer. So, I think I turned out to be a musician, right?
Well, it's good that you have the musical outlet.
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of something else.
What else we'd see in one of this?
Yeah, definitely. I could have went really bad,
So he could have taken his superhero power to make Hitler love.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It would have worked. Wow, y'all just brought it all together.
That's all he needed. That's all Hitler needed. To quote the Beatles, all you need is love, Hitler.
All I need is love. All you need is love, Hitler.
All you need is love, Hitler.
And then he'll be all nice and friendly and baking people cookies.
Right, baking cookies instead
Walking
of
down Easy Street.
Yeah, I don't know what Charles Manson heard on that.
This might be the first time we've ever talked about serial killers and dictators on the show.
But it's so great.
You believe me? You hang around me long enough.
Okay, so
away from this guy. No.
So before we run out of time, I want to play the song I've been waiting for. This is my personal favorite. It's called "Remember Me," and there's an actual video out for this one.
It's about
Hitler.
Just
it's
kidding.
on YouTube and my Facebook channel. The Facebook channel has got a bunch of hits, crazy hits. It's really going wild all over the world, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I've got hits all the way from Germany, Nepal, United Kingdom, Australia, all over the world. People like it. And when I put the video out, I hadn't released the single yet, and people was like, "Where can I get this? Where can I get this?" So, now it's out, like I said, on iTunes. And you were talking about motorcycles. There's a motorcycle in the video.
Ooh.
This song is this is where I feel comfortable singing and playing. This is my zone, I guess you'd say, as far as how I want to write songs. It's not really a hook in this song to me. I do write some hooks. You'll hear that as you get more into my music over time and see more of my stuff. But this one was basically about me and a buddy of mine. We were both going through a divorce at the same time. And, it was like our wives at the time we both had wanted all this fake high life kind of stuff and society type stuff. This stuff you see like on the housewife shows and all this stuff they got on TV now. Of course, they're just faking it, for their 15 minutes of fame. I understand that. But it's kind of like we were both having those issues with our soon-to-be ex-wives. And we didn't want to live those kind of lives. We just wanted a simple life of love and happiness, and money to live on, and to provide for our family. And I kind of wrote it from that perspective, telling that woman that, hey, I had a life before you, and if this is the life you want, go ahead, because when you get around those type men, most of them are the devil in disguise. They're just using you as a trophy, and you're going to find out. They'll do things you don't like, and they won't be there for you all the time. They'll be out, away, and gone a lot, that kind of thing. And it was kind of like that perspective for both he and I. And he rides a motorcycle, and so we got him in the video on his Harley, riding around, and then I'm in the bar singing and playing. We got people dancing in there and stuff like that in the video. It's a pretty simple video, but it actually turned out pretty decent considering, we had a low budget on it, but it turned out pretty decent actually.
So
you should let me dance in your next video. Hey,
we'll do it. I'll bring the cameras up there. I've been wanting to film a video actually at the Old Stone Fort in Manchester. Wow, That is an awesome place.
I'll come there and dance. You just have to feed me.
Okay. We'll have a spread. I got a budget now.
So Remember Me is definitely not about Charles Manson or Hitler. That's good.
No.
Remember Me.
Remember me.
I bet Brady could pull that off, though.
It's calm Brady voice, country singing kind of thing, a little guitar twanging in there,
Remember Me, Brady Williams. Make sure you look him up, follow him, buy his stuff. Don't steal it, buy it, skip your Starbucks, buy some songs, and support this guy. Remember Me, Brady Williams on the Chris Top program.
Check out the video.
You pass on by me and you think you know just who I am, but you don't see the real one, simple man inside. So tell me, why do you judge me? I
Remember Me, Brady Williams. We played Dad's Tune, Sacred Ground. If you just tuned in, go back and listen to the first part of the show, or the whole show, on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spreaker, all those places. Make sure you check it out. I also want to give a quick shout-out, too, to Nashville Entertainment Weekly for helping us set this up with Brady. If it hadn't been for them, we wouldn't have met Brady in the first place. And February, March, somewhere in there, we've got something to look forward to. Brady, how close is it? Are all the songs written for it, or what stage are you in?
The songs are written. We're just recording them one at a time, picking them out. We're going to get about 12, 15 recorded and decide on 10 or 12 of those to put on the CD.
Dude, how hard is that to take 5 of them out of it?
You know what? They're like your babies.
Oh.
But you always let the crowd and the fans decide.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that are going to listen to it. They're the ones that are going to end up falling in love with the songs, That's who I have to listen to because, hey,
sure.
They're the ones that make me. So,
Brady, it is your CD, though. So we talked to Nick Cross earlier today, and he's got 14 on his.
Hey, I could just throw all of them on there.
You could. Yeah. Just 5 bonus tracks,
Yeah, there you go.
Something to think about, anyway.
Yeah, there you go. That's true.
Well, hey, since we're tight now, you can send me those songs early whenever you get them produced, so I can listen to them.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna send you Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda because I just want to know what you think about that one.
Yes,
it's going crazy.
Send it to me,
Georgia.
Send it to me.
It's nuts. I mean, people request it all the time when I play out, and it's crazy.
More than likely that'll be on the new album.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be the first one I release, actually.
Nice. So we got a lot to look forward to from Brady.
It's going to be bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
Yeah, we've got new music. Hopefully we'll get to see him live sometime in Nashville, I'm hoping, and maybe he'll cook for us. You never know.
You never know.
Hey, we'll do it. We'll do it.
All right, Brady, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, buddy.
Thank y'all both so much. It's been great.
Well, you're very welcome.
Great. Can't wait to do it again.
So, Miss Allie, I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for listening to the Chris Top program. We do not nor will we ever take you for granted. There are bajillion, quadrillion other things you could be doing, but you chose to listen to us, and that's pretty cool, I guess. So until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2, 3, 4.